Hi everyone, welcome back to Rise with Sarah Sincotta. I am your host, Sarah Sincotta, and today we have the amazing Joe Shannon joining us, who is the founder and director of the Efficiency Co. Welcome, Joe.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
It's so good that you're on. Now, today, Joe, I firstly want to just let everyone know who you are. And we had been connected on social media. How fun is social media? I want to be able to connect people. And we've caught up a few times and absolutely love your energy and your contribution to the industry. So for those that don't know Joe does live in Perth. He is the founder and director of the Efficiency Co., where he's doing business coaching, consulting, and is also absolutely tech savvy, which is so important now to businesses. And I was saying to Joe before we jumped on is that I just need a Joe in my business. Like, we just need to clone Joe. But a bit of a background, Joe, you've been in the industry previously for 10 years and you were a licensed agent, previously also a head of department. So wealth of knowledge that you are now bringing into businesses, which is incredible.
Yeah, look, that's property management is my passion. A bit of a strange passion. A lot of people kind of look at me funny when I say that, but it is. And I've been in the industry now for 10 years, started out when I was 17. Now, when I've kind of transitioned my role from real estate into training a few years ago, so now I'm with one of WA's largest training providers doing their registration course, Diploma, CPD, and of course, all of my own stuff as well. So this is my little bit of give back to the industry whilst I'm helping agents, still kind of transactionally in there with agents whilst I'm helping them. So works pretty well.
Oh, Joe, you're doing absolutely amazing. So today we're jumping on because when you told me about this, I was like, oh my gosh, it is so needed, especially for business development managers and directors. And at the moment, everyone's looking to refine and really look at strategies that they can implement to support what they do, right? So it's about giving back people time, and it's also about creating customer service and being able to really help streamline things with still providing that aspect of, yes, that human connection and giving back time for people to be able to make those calls and go out and meet people. So we're talking about BDM campaigns today.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is for the people who use technology, or maybe if you don't use technology just yet, this is your time to get started. We all know what it's like when you're a BDM, when you're a property manager. Touch points and communication is one of the things that can fall by the wayside when you're not proactive. So why not automate those base level communications? And especially as a BDM, something I've noticed throughout my career is the very basic communications get missed because we're trying to chase the next deal. We're trying to work with hot leads only. And a problem with working with hot leads only, right, is you don't end up nurturing your database of cold leads that necessarily aren't giving you some contact today, but they might tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what I've is working with IRE BDM, killer software, by the way.
Yes.
If you don't use IRE BDM, it is your time to start. But what I've done is I've used their campaign technology and their automation a little bit differently. So what it is designed to do at the moment is create a database of newsletters or a database of emails, and you just stitch them together to create a campaign that automatically sends to your clients. And I personally don't like that. I don't like sending, I love a newsletter. Don't get me wrong. A monthly newsletter is a great idea, but I don't like sending random things to your database, hoping that they engage with you. So what I've done is created some BDM campaigns that are specific campaigns to nurture leads over a 12-month period. And this is your base level communications completely sorted and automated. And all this means is over 12 months, I've segmented your database. So you've got new management inquiries that might not engage with you today, but they might engage with you in 6 months. And you also have private landlords, private owners who are sitting on your database and you might not even know it. If you use IRE, you've probably got a bunch of private landlord or private owner information from your application checks. So I've created a campaign just for that too. So pretty much is set campaign emails and templates that you can self-implement into your IRE. You tick a box and it's automated straight away to start touch points with your clients for the next 12 months.
Oh gosh, I'm sure anyone who's watching this right now is be like, yes, Joe, sign me up. We need this right now, because it's so important, especially for BDMs or even hybrid property managers that are doing BDM as well, is to stay front of mind. And going through the stats, Joe, not everyone is ready to do business with us right away. Okay. And that's just the reality. However, the people who are driven, who are ambitious, who are hungry, and really want to service their clients, they're the ones who are utilizing this so that they are continuing to provide value to their clients, staying front of mind, because that is so important right now to people. They need to see that value. They want to be communicated with. And that's the biggest reason why we know in property management, landlords move on, is because of lack of communication. And this is just an extra way to really showcase the value of communication in businesses before someone has even decided to work with that business. Would you agree?
100% agree.
Yeah.
Something that I've really found beneficial with this type of prospecting, this isn't, something that you can set and forget forever. You're going to have to tweak it. You're going to have to add your specific, unique selling proposals. You're going to have to put your unique points of difference in there. But once you have done it, you've got something you can continually revisit. You can continually change your marketing message as the times change as well. And what's really, really important is actually, exactly as you said, staying front of mind. We know what prospecting is like, and you can send a million emails out, but it all comes down to the timing. And if you are constantly in someone's inbox, from a very structured, methodical
Yes.
approach,
Yeah.
then you're actually going to get some results, because people can see that you're keeping in touch with them, and the messages aren't just generic. They're, on track. They're
Yeah.
keeping the same train of thought, and they're providing real education, some real support to people. So you're now effectively an agency leader in their eyes. That's
Yeah.
what you want to be. You want to be a leader in this space in their eyes, so they don't go anywhere else. It's exactly what these types of campaigns can do for you. So do you want me to show you exactly what I'm talking about?
Yes, show everyone, because I think it's so important, the consistency and that communication aspect. And Joe has been so incredible in creating this for you all. So you want to jump on this one.
Let's have a look. All right, so I want to show you through, first and foremost, I want to show you through my base bundle, which includes 2 campaigns. Now, these campaigns are available separately. You can purchase these separately if you'd like to, but the base bundle includes the first 2 campaigns you will need. And the first 2 is your new management inquiries campaign and your private owner lead capture. So with your new management inquiries, as you know, you're going to get an inquiry come into your inbox. They've signed up on your website. They've seen you out in the marketplace, and it's going to come into your IRE database. And instead of you now having to diarize to send an email or diarize to give them a call, you can just put them onto an automated campaign, which means that they will continually get drip-fed information and education-based information from you. Then you can obviously call them, follow them up, and action those inquiries. So just to give you a quick overview, the campaign has 7 base templates, so 7 base emails, 7 base text messages. We start on day 1, then we go through to day 4 and day 11. That's your hot lead period. That's when those people have come to you. Within that first 11 days, 14 days at max, you want to be able to secure that lead. But what happens when they don't?
Yeah.
What happens when you don't secure that lead? Don't just let them fall by the wayside. Don't let them go on your database and then reach out in 6 months. Hey, by the way, we're offering some 3-month free management fees. That's not going to work. So what we do is we keep track with them. Day 26, day 90, and then again in day 180. So this is now coming to the end of that 12-month cycle, trying to continually prospect and stay front of mind. But this isn't direct prospecting. This isn't come and rent your property with me. Let me be your PM. Let me be your agency. This is giving some sort of education to the client.
Yeah.
What are your unique selling proposal? What are your unique selling points that you can do that nobody else can do? And of course, giving a little bit of education around this is what the benefits of an agency has. These are the highlights of coming to our agency. And then, of course, coming back around to day 360. So all the way back. So you've got full 12 months there. On day 360, you're going to offer them a little bit of insight on the market. You're also going to say, hey, can I give you an updated CMA? How is your current property going? How are you managing the property? Is it still under your name? Are you managing it, or is another agent, and can we help? This is just one way that we can kind of tie in that database that we've already got to our current prospecting methods.
Yeah.
So as you see, when you get the pack, you will get a full bundle of templates. These templates are already optimized for IRE BDM. The merge fields are ready to go. So you just need to copy and paste and pop them in. And of course, customize these templates with your own marketing message. If you like certain words being used, if you like certain sentences or phrases that align with your values, make sure you put them in because that's going to really showcase your brand. So all the way down, once you have implemented all of these, all you have to do is turn your automation triggers on. And don't worry, I've got something for that as well. Our second campaign in the base bundle is your private owner lead capture campaign. Now, this is brilliant if you're using IRE to do your application checks. You can automatically prospect to the private owners who have come through as references on your application. So you're already generating more leads, but you're probably not using them just yet. So if you see the exact same methodology with this campaign, day 1 through to day 11, trying to get that hot lead converted, showing points of difference between self-managing a property versus coming through to an agency. So this is really important, right? We want to be able to educate private owners who are managing their own property of what is your rental yield like now and what could it be like with an agent. When we have all of the knowledge, we have the market data, we can make your property perform better.
Yeah.
Then of course,
just with that as well, there's been so many stories that I've seen like in Facebook forums of landlords and who have been self-managing, and it's just horrific what they have gone through. And it's just really great that you're able to showcase, you know, how a property manager can help them with if something does go wrong, because it's always a risk there, right? It doesn't matter the perfect tenant that we put in, there's always a risk, and property managers do a great job at mitigating and negotiating through those times. So something like this is absolutely brilliant.
This is the point where we really need to show private owners who are managing their own property exactly what the benefit is of a property manager or a property management department who is going to work to service their property. Because a lot of the time they're doing it themselves and they see the cost benefit. They see that, you know, $40 a week that they're not having to spend, whatever it might be. But really, you can make that money back as a property manager and as a dedicated PM support person for that owner. You can make that money back very, very for the owner, of course. So it's really important to make sure you communicate that. And again, this is another 360-day campaign. We always touch base for that full period and offer them another CMA updated market insights as well. And of course, you get the whole lot. You get all of those templates. We give some really great insights around what we can do, tenant selection, obviously rent collection, rent arrears management, lease renewals, proactively renewing leases on a higher rate if the market supports it. So once you've done all of that, you can implement all of that yourself, or you can come to our add-on, which of course we can do all of this for you. So if you are a little bit less tech savvy, this isn't something that you want to set up in IRE, I'll do it all for you. My team are brilliant. They're based over here in Perth, but we service everywhere in Australia, and we've just started in the UK. We've had one client in the UK now jump on board. So we can implement all of this in your IRE system, and we will implement it in such a way that matches your marketing message. So we have an onboarding meeting with you, see what your marketing message is, see what your USP is, and we'll put that into our templates. But if you do want to put it in yourself, that's fine as well. We've actually got a quick guide just for you. So if you are a little bit more tech savvy and you're good at with IRE, just use our quick guide. It shows you exactly what to do, step by step, screenshots and all. But there's some killer tips in here that go through exactly how to do that in your quick guide. Or if you would like, we can just do it all for you. It's perfectly fine.
Great work, Joe. And like, you know, like Joe said earlier, IRE BDM has been a lifesaver in so many scenarios. Absolutely love it. And we want to make sure that everyone is utilizing this the best way possible, right? Because it's all about how we can help our clients and how we can generate more leads for the business, stay front of mind, be the ones that are communicating, be that market leader. I love that you use that word leader. Instead of expert, is we want to be the leader in the marketplace, not just the expert. You know, I think that we're all experts in our field, right? We want to make sure that we're leading by example, especially to new clients that some may need our help and aren't even aware that they need our help. So this is a perfect way to really get that message out there.
Definitely. Do you know what I've found, Sarah, recently is a lot of people are paying for IRE BDM, but then they're not using it.
They're not utilizing it. Same, Joe.
there's a lot of agencies, they have it as part of their package because they see it as a great thing when they sign up, and then they just don't use it, or they use it for the bare basics just to track appraisals and have appraisals converted. But IRE BDM is powerful, so powerful. We need to use it a little bit more. So if you're on the edge, anybody who's listening, if you're on the edge, you're not sure how to use IRE the best, then give me a call. I can always help you set up your IRE a little bit easier. We can set up some campaigns for you. We can do a little bit of coaching around system use. This is one way that you can tap into the power of automation and really just get those base level communications done and sorted. Then you can diarize your phone calls. You can diarize your follow-ups. It makes life so much easier for a BDM when some of your base stuff is automated.
So much easier. And Joe, what I love as well is that the campaigns are super affordable. I mean, you've literally done all of the work for them. Like Joe said, that if you actually are tech savvy, then you're there to be able to, you know, have the guide and do it yourself. But if you really want to take what Joe has done to the next level, then Joe, you will come in and help them set everything up and just make sure that it is being utilized correctly and efficiently, because if you set it up right from the start, we know that there'll be less places for errors in the future. So absolutely, guys, jump on. And Joe, like, I think this is the first that you're announcing this, right? Like, this is incredible news.
I've had a lot of clients who I've done this exclusively for, but that's exactly why I've seen so much benefit from this. One of my clients has already converted 5 leads in 1 month just from their database already. And if you think about the cost of your bundle and your implementation is already paid back with 1 to 2 converted leads. So when you think about it, it's actually a cost saving for you. It's not any sort of cost to you in the long run. It's definitely a saving. So this is something that I've built out that's a little bit more generic, can be customized to your marketing message for the open market. But of course, some of my clients I've already done this exclusively for have seen massive benefits.
Yeah, awesome. And Joe, we'll put the links for, you know, if anyone wants to contact you, what is the best way anyway for them to get in contact with you if they'd like to know more?
Definitely just email info@theefficiencycode.com.au. All my stuff is online as well. Jump on to the store, efficiencycode.com.au/shop, or have a look at the link that Sarah's going to send out. And we've got everything on there that you need. Otherwise, just email me with any questions. More than happy to chat.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for today. And directors, if you're watching, or BDMs, if you're watching, do not miss out on this opportunity, because you know, you want to be able to service your clients the best way possible. And we know that you are now needing to grow your rent rolls with all of the things that are happening. So jump on this opportunity. Thank you, Joe, for everything that you do to contribute to this industry and the property management industry. It's absolutely phenomenal.
No worries at all. My pleasure. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Joe.